Welcome to C Weezy Sports Picks Podcast. This is Chris Wise. I am your host. I'm with my man, Corey Robinson, C-Rob Sports Talk. Glad to have you here today. First off, guys, go to our YouTube channel, go subscribe, go to our IG at C Weezy Sports Picks and at C-Rob Sports Talk. Go give us a follow. We're going to be posting our podcast. We're going to be posting our plays. Go support us, hit a like button, and share this. NBA is back. We have 2 primetime games. We have a lot to talk about. First, I want to say congratulations and making it to the championship in your fantasy league and playing for that rack this weekend. Corey.
Let's go. It don't matter how you win. You just got to win.
Hey, it doesn't matter how you get there. You just got to get there, baby. Playing for that bag. I can't wait to root for y'all. We got the Warriors. We got them playing the new duo in the Brooklyn Nets. We got the LA Clippers versus the reigning champions and the best player in the world, the LA Lakers. And we're going to jump right into it. Corey, there's been a ton of offseason accusations made with Paul George not being happy with Doc Rivers. There's a lot of changes that have been going on with all these teams, with Thompson going down, being out for the season, Kevin Durant coming back, teaming up with Kyrie. AD, he's a champion. He's rolling up in a Rolls Royce. He doesn't know how to act. He's acting a fool. What do you think about the games tonight? Let's jump into it with the Warriors and the Nets. Tell me what you think.
Well, I think we're going to see a lot of Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's been out for a year. He's coming back refreshed. He hasn't been playing, coming off that bad injury that he had in the finals. But he's going to return to form, man. He's one of the best players in the world, if not the best player in the world. Right there with LeBron, AD, all those guys. I mean, there's a lot of good players in the NBA, but Kevin Durant's always top 2 no matter when he's playing. So we're going to see a lot of Kevin Durant. We're going to see a lot of MVP caliber Steph Curry. When he's by himself, he's always at a high level, always playing at a high level. I love the Golden State Warriors additions this year. Kelly Oubre, a couple rookies, James Wiseman, the Red Rocket, the Mannion from Arizona. He can shoot. They still got Andrew Wiggins, 22.5 points last year, probably one of the most underrated players. Maybe because of his time in Minnesota. He didn't play up to expectation at times, and then they just suck, and so he didn't really do much. But I'm excited for this matchup. I want to see the Kyrie Kevin Durant duo. I think it's going to be special. I want to see Kevin Durant back. I always root for the guys that, get hurt, like Klay Thompson, and I wish he was playing, but he's got another setback. But yeah, I'm excited. I think the Nets win. If you're betting, take Nets money line probably, just in case it's a close game. But yeah, that's my take.
Man, I can't wait to see Curry playing a full game, to see the rookie he might start with Draymond Green being out tonight. I think Kelly can be explosive in this offense, the way they move the ball. I think that he's going to get a ton of rebounds, defense, and offense, and I think his assists are going to go up. I think the Warriors are getting disrespected tonight on opening night. I'll say that. Everyone's buying stock in the Brooklyn Nets. I think the minus 330 is a lot for the money line for Brooklyn, but I think it's a safe bet. I do think they win tonight. But I am taking the Warriors at plus 7.5, keeping it close. Reigning MVP. Hey, the Warriors went on a run that I think, kind of like the Patriots, we took for granted watching greatness. Curry is a special player, and I think him and Durant are both going to put that on display. I would sprinkle a little bit of juice on the over 234. I think it's going to be a track meet going up and down the court with a lot of three-pointers being made in this game. Let's go to the Clippers,
I agree.
Lakers, late night game, the Battle of LA. They got bumped in the bubble. Everything started coming out. Kawhi and PG. PG did not show up in the bubble. He was having some mental breakdown. I am curious to see who we get, Clippers, what kind of team we get from LA tonight. This is what I'm predicting. You cannot tell me that the Lakers got better with their additions. Dennis Schroeder and
I'll tell you, they got better.
what about, I think on the defensive end, I know Danny Green is up there. He did not play very well, but they inserted two players that are really good on offensive end. But on defense, I think they're going to lack a little bit. And also, I think AD and LeBron, they're not going to play as much. It's a 72-game season. I think you're going to see more rest, especially on back-to-back games, things like that. Hey, they're playing for the big picture. They're not playing for the regular season. They're playing to get championships. But I do believe the Clippers got better. Serge Ibaka coming over from back-to-back seasons, having his best offensive years, also being a little tougher as a big man playing center for them. I love that addition. I do think Lou stepping in. Doc was there for a while. He's now in Philly. They got Lou as their head coach. I think he's going to vibe well with Paul George and Kawhi. I think the Clippers get a win and upset. They defeat them in the ring ceremony tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely I think that the Clippers win tonight because of the ring ceremony. It's just proven that when the ring ceremony goes on, the team doesn't really play very well. But I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I think the Lakers had a better offseason than the Clippers, man. I think the Lakers are going to be – they're scary, man. They got better this offseason. If they weren't already good enough, they got more deep. I know they lost Avery Bradley, one of their good defensive on the perimeter. They lost Rondo. They lost those two guys, but you replace JaVale McGee with Marc Gasol. You replace Rondo with Schroeder. Right, Schroeder can score the buckets.
I like Schroeder.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But his points, rebounds, and assists tonight is money. If you have a mortgage, get the title to it and put it on it because it's going to hit. And we'll come back to that next time and I'm gonna tell you it's going to be right. But really, man, the Lakers, they're a lot better, man. They got Montrezl Harrell. He's got something to prove, because, he was sixth man of the year last year, and his team didn't re-sign him. That's disrespect. I think he was like their catalyst, their energy guy. I think when they played the Mavs, he had too much energy. It was kind of pissing me off, but it's going to be good for the Lakers, and one thing I'm going to disagree with you on too, Chris, is LeBron James don't believe in load management. He don't believe in it.
Hey, he's about to. He just played the bubble.
Hey. He's going to ice after every game, except for when he wins the finals. Every time. He's going to be fine. This guy spends millions of dollars a year to keep his nutrition up, his physical therapy. The guy's going to be ready to play. He's a freak athlete. He's been a freak athlete for the last 36 years of his life or however old he is.
Huh. Hey, hot take, is he the GOAT?
I can't say. I'm not going to put my 2 cents into that because I didn't see Jordan a lot. I'm a young gun, but from what I'm seeing from Jordan right now, I'd probably say Jordan just because he has more rings. But LeBron, if he can stay healthy and keep going, he has 4 rings. All he's got to win is 2 more. And I think they have a good shot to win this year, man. I think him and AD are a pretty good tandem.
They are dominant.
They play well together. And I think they've added some pieces that are really big for them. Like at the center position, Marc Gasol can score. Schroeder can score. Wesley
Matthews, more offensive weapons for sure.
Yeah, they did add Wesley Matthews. That's a perimeter defender. He was an ex-Mav. I like him. But they did lose Avery Bradley and Rajon Rondo. But the good thing is tonight I think you take the Clippers. But I'm telling you, they're plus 220 to win the title. I think that's a lock. I just don't think anybody else is going to be able to handle them.
Man, I would say that we're in good hands in the NBA, man. One thing about the bubbles, these young players were on display and they were putting up massive games. Mad respect to the OG, LeBron, salute. You're the best. You're the best player in the world and have been for a long time. It's not up to us to debate. There's a lot of GOATs that played in this league, but he's definitely up there on Mount Rushmore for sure. We told you 2 podcasts ago, we gave you out the money line picks for the NFL. We're going to recap that. We gave you 6 plays, including the Thursday night Raiders game. We gave you 5 games on Sunday. C Weezy Sports Pick went 5-1. C Rob went 4-2. C Rob also went 1-0 on his player props. I went 1-1 on my player props. And this is what we're going to do. This is a sports betting, fantasy sports talk podcast. But what we like to do is winners only. We're going to keep track of it. So we got 3 plays for you tonight. 1 straight bet and 2 player props. C-Rob Sports Talk. What's your locks tonight? Give it to the people.
All right. I got my straight bet lock is going to be the Nets money line. I know it's not favorable. You're going to have to risk more to win less. I understand, but betting's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
It's a marathon,
you
baby.
dime them. You try to hit him with a sprint, all your money's gonna be gone like that. Trust me. I've learned it. All right. It's from experience. My 2 player prop locks, as I told you before, Dennis Schroeder, points, rebounds, and assists over 22. Put the mortgage on it. Load everything up. Everything you got in your account, put it on it. It's going to hit. And then my other one's Kevin Durant, points, rebounds, and assists, 39. He's back.
Lock it in. You heard him. He's got the Nets money line, minus 330. He's got Durant over 39 points, rebounds, and assists. And we got Dennis, my man, plays no defense, over 22 points, rebounds, and assists. All right, here we go. C-Weezy Sports Picks. I got 2 plays for you. This is 1 free play. But we're going to go Warriors plus 7.5, minus 110, get no respect on the dynasty that they had. Curry, big game tonight. He's not trying to be outdone by KD. Remember, KD came to a team that had the most wins in a regular season and won 2 championships. See if you can do it on your own, son. We like the Warriors. I like Paul George late game over 23 points, minus 125. He had some mental issues. He's back home in LA with his family and his boys. He's going to put up some numbers. And I like Kelly at 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I think playing aside Curry, he's got a lot of opportunities with rebounds and assists, and I think he's going to have 15 points tonight. Those are our picks. Any closing words for a quick NBA We're Back podcast? See Rob, close us out.
I'm excited, man. I love the NBA. I'm NFL all the way, but NBA, especially when the Mavs are in it, when they're in contention, which they always were with Dirk. We always got there. I remember in 2011, that was the best feeling in the world, man. Nobody thought we were going to beat the Miami Heat. But we got a new man in town, Luka Doncic, and we ready. I love our young team. I love the Mavs. I think we had some good acquisitions. I'm excited to see if the Mavs can do. And we're poised to set up for a big free agency signing next year. It won't be Giannis, unfortunately, but we can find somebody else. But this is what I want to see this year from the NBA. We already know that the teams, the Bucks, the Lakers, the Clippers, even the Heat. I want to see these bubble teams. I want to see these guys, these young stars, the Donovan Mitchells, the Jamal Murrays, Jokic, Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum. The Portland Trailblazers are my bubble team. They had some very good acquisitions this year. They got Robert Covington from Houston. They got Derek Jones Jr. from the Heat, and they got Enes Kanter from the Celtics. And I can tell you right now, that's a team to watch. Damian Lillard is a superstar player. CJ McCollum is an all-star, right? Can they put it together? Can their big man be healthy? That's what I want to see. I want to see one of these teams come up and compete with the best of the best in the business. And honestly, if that happens, then we're going to be in for an exciting year. I don't want to keep seeing the same teams going back to back to back to back, which, the Lakers, I'm telling you right now, they're winning the championship. They're deep. They're deeper than they were last year. See Weezy Sports Picks might not believe it, but he's going to see it.
Like I said, I think the NBA is in great hands. The bubble was awesome to see those teams on display. I think the Phoenix Suns, I want to see, do they take the next step? Getting CP3 down there, a veteran. But, man, I'll tell you what, you can say whatever you want about the father of the ball boys, but I can't wait to see that young buck and his passing on the Charlotte Hornets. I'm telling you right now, early in the season, you're going to get great value on this team. They are going to be underdogs, and you're getting the points. I like what they're doing. Jordan, can you finally get a winner, running the organization? I think you made a great decision in bringing that young man in, and I can't wait to see the Hornets. Hey, we love the Dallas Mavs. We love our team. That's who we're going to be covering. We're from Dallas, Texas, and we them boys. This is C Weezy Sports Picks and C Rob Sports Talks. Go follow us on Twitter. Go follow us on the IG. Share this. Comment. Let's go. Enjoy your night. Enjoy the picks. Cash them tickets.
Cash them out.